The Other Shore, Thich Nhat Hanh, Chapter 16. No Longer Afraid. And because there are no more obstacles in their mind, they can overcome all fear, destroy all wrong perceptions, realize perfect nirvana. When we let go of our notions of a separate self and our wrong perceptions, we are no longer afraid. Without non-fear, the relief from suffering is not complete. The Sanskrit text uses the word atrasta, which means not trembling, not afraid. Since there are no more obstacles in the mind, the bodhisattva no longer trembles from fear and is able to destroy all wrong perceptions. Only when there is no fear can there be true peace and happiness. Wrong perceptions. Our mind is always grasping at things, trying to catch hold of them. Our mind constructs our reality. Our mind is a painter. It paints all kinds of wonderful things, which are nothing more than objects of imagination. We create images to love, to crave, to be angry with, and to hate. It is our mind, our perceptions, that create these images. All perceptions are wrong perceptions. If a perception is not wrong, we call it understanding or wisdom. Traditionally, Buddhism speaks of 4 kinds of wrong or upside-down perceptions. First is to imagine that what is impermanent is in fact permanent. Second is to mistake something that is causing us suffering for something that will bring us happiness. Third is to think that what is taking away our freedom is actually giving us freedom. The 4th kind of wrong perception is to think that what is impure is pure. These wrong perceptions are the cause of our anxiety and suffering. We chase after objects of our craving because we have wrong views about them. We are tormented by perceptions that we believe to be true, but which are in fact wrong. There are people who think that taking drugs brings them happiness, freedom, yet they are slaves to those drugs. There are others who are slaves to money and fame and power and sensual pleasures. People may think that only with power and riches will they be so secure. Yet the truth is that those with great power and wealth are the people with the greatest fear, jealousy, and anxiety. The story of Badiya. During the time of the Buddha in India, there was a man named Bidaya. He had been a state governor, but seeing the Buddha and his disciples inspired him to become a monk. And one night, shortly after he had been ordained a monk, he was sitting in meditation. Felt extremely happy, because since becoming a monk, he'd been able to let go of all his burdens and worries. During the sitting meditation, he was so happy. Oh, my happiness! Oh, my happiness! Another monk who was sitting nearby thought that Badiya regretted having given up his status as a governor. And as a governor, he had a lot of power, guards, possessions, money, servants. Now he had to let them all go and was more than a simple monk. So the other monk went and reported to the Buddha what Badiya had said. The Buddha understood Badiya. He called Badiya to him in front of the other monks and asked, "Did you exclaim, 'Oh my happiness, oh my happiness,' whilst you were in meditation?" "Dear Buddha, yes, I did," Badiya replied. "At one point in my meditation, I did say, "Oh, my happiness." "Can you tell us why?" asked the Buddha. "Dear Buddha, when I was a governor, I had everything. I had soldiers to protect me, position, servants, lots of money. But I was always in fear, afraid that people would come and attack or kill me and steal my wealth, take my possession. Even though I had many guards and much power and wealth, I had so much fear. I wasn't very happy. But now as a monk, I no longer have any of these things, even the title governor. I let that go too. In sitting meditation, I saw clearly that I have great happiness, great freedom, and I have no fear because there's no longer anything for me to be afraid of. I have let go of everything. So in the state of freedom, I had so much happiness that I couldn't hold it in anymore. I had to utter the words, "Oh, my happiness." But I wasn't regretting the things he'd given up, but was enjoying having let them go. Our ideas of what will make us happy may be the very obstacles to our happiness. At first, Buddha thought that status, power and wealth would bring him happiness. But he discovered that even when he had achieved all these things, he still was not happy. In fact, his very status, power and wealth were actually the obstacles to his happiness. When we become a monk or a nun, there may be people who say we're very foolish, but in truth we're very wise. It's because we let go of everything that we can have joy, happiness and peace. It makes us light. There's no more fear, no more anxiety. Nirvana. The word nirvana means extinction. Nirvana is not a place you can go. Nirvana is not in the future. Nirvana is the nature of reality as it is. Nirvana is available in the here and now. You are already in nirvana. Imagine the wave rising on the surface of the ocean. The wave is made of water, but sometimes it forgets. A wave has a beginning and an end. It goes up and it goes down. It can be higher or lower than other waves, more or less beautiful than the other waves. If the wave is caught by these notions, beginning, ending, coming up, going down, more or less beautiful, it'll suffer. But if the wave realizes it is water, it enjoys going up and going down. It enjoys being the wave. And it sees that at the same time it is all the other waves. No discrimination, no fear at all. The wave doesn't have to go anywhere to look for water in the present moment. The wave is already water. So we don't have to go and look for nirvana, because nirvana is our true nature. The nature of no beginning and no end, no birth, no death. And like the wave, if we're able to touch our true nature, then we transcend all fear, all anger, all despair, because our suffering is born from these notions. Birth and death, being and non-being, coming and going, same, different. Nirvana is not the object of our searching, and we don't need to enter nirvana because everything is in nirvana already. Our reality is the reality of no birth and no death. Our reality is the reality of no coming and going. We are perfectly in nirvana. We have been nirvanaized from the non-beginning.